from a smaller aircraft anyway.
Did they pull
on
any
the
bodies
lawn
out?
outside the Pentagon.
Yeah, they didn't pull any bodies out that we saw either.
Yeah.
Where are they? They're still inside? Have they kept them there just for, I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it a missile? It had to have been something stronger than a plane to go through that concrete. That's supposed to be one of the most impenetrable buildings in America, and apparently a plane can just fly straight through the side of it, which is made out of aluminium.
Yeah. So we're asked to suspend belief when we're asked to buy the official theory about how a thing like that could simply be brought down by a bunch of nutters with Stanley knives.
And military training. They did find out that a lot of them had been trained in military schools in America.
Apparently not being trained to fly aircraft in military schools.
Well, no, apparently they bought Flight Simulator to do that, because I'm pretty sure I can fly a plane now, because I've played that game as well. I couldn't. I wouldn't know how to take a plane off. Have you seen all the buttons? That doesn't exist in the flight simulators.
Yeah, right, okay. So, I know I had a friend who used to drive, I think it's an F-16 jet quite regularly, but that's on his computer, of course, right? And he'd go and visit Kazakhstan and Kosovo and all these places, especially the trouble spots around the world, just to see, well, what he can do, right, you know? But actually, no. The idea of being able to fly a jumbo jet.
Yeah, and it's one of the biggest planes as well. It's got very slow turning circles, so your accuracy has to be absolutely perfect. So you have to be really well trained for that sort of vehicle.
Right, okay. So, hang on. Is anybody willing now to stand up and say, conspiracy theorists, it's all a pile of twaddle, and we're just a bunch of nutters who aren't simply accepting that there's nothing important going on. We can go back to watching Coronation Street and Star Trek and watching footy at the weekend and not give much of a toss about why the world is the way that it is. And if we're going to do anything that's going to be a way out of the world becoming the shithole that they want it to become.
Yeah, essentially, it's all, at the end of the day, it's all to start wars, to make money, to get oil, to get resources, and then someone gets rich at the end of it. So it's pretty much everything bad that happens in this world is to do with someone who wants to get money somewhere.
It's odd, you know, you say about oil, and this is the thing that's often picked on by people who point to examples of how this country couldn't function without raw materials from other places. But I think, you know, there's other stuff as well.
We don't need to worry about the oil though, because this country exports more oil than it imports. Except for our oil is actually a higher quality, so they use it for plastics instead of fuel.
Right, yeah, but there's different kinds of oil, and it's
they can still be processed down.
Fuel.
Well, yeah, but they get processed down. Essentially, it's all crude oil to start with, but then it gets processed down into other forms of fuel and other forms of liquids, and eventually tar at the bottom of it. So the higher quality fuel, higher quality oil can be used for plastics, but then you still get all the other fuels out of it as well. But we actually export it because ours is higher quality, apparently.
Well, right, I think I've got a thing there about other stuff. Like, oil keeps getting talked about, and then, of course, people start to find it easy to dismiss all this talk about oil, right? The way that we hurt other people, other countries, right, in order to get it, because people are aware, well, hang on, oil isn't the be-all and end-all of civilization as we know it, so hang on, look at some other stuff. And I got into a blazing argument with somebody touting for the BNP a couple of elections ago in Piccadilly Gardens, and I asked him if he could name one single job in this country that did not depend on copper. Okay? So has anybody out there got a clue about a single job that doesn't depend on copper? Right?
A clue would it wouldn't be allowed to use electricity, because obviously electricity uses copper wires.
Copper wires, okay. So people keep saying the BNP character was, he's not alone in this, and it's a common thing, particularly when I confront rabid racist thugs about it, and the